Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Connie's Cooking Channel. Today we're going to make a steak sandwich and we're going to use Steak-Umms. So I have 6 slices of Steak-Umms out of the box. We have Lawry seasoning salt, black pepper, Italian seasoning, garlic powder. I've already diced up my sliced mushrooms because I like mushrooms kind of thin and small. In the rear bowl I have onions and an assortment of peppers. We're going to use some Cheese Whiz, or you can substitute that with any type of cheese that you like. And of course, we have our French bread. Now, if you want to use sup rolls for this recipe, you may do that as well. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. So, the first thing we're going to do is turn our fire on medium-high on both sides. And I'm going to add some vegetable oil to this pan here, just a tad bit. I know I had a girlfriend said she's coming over because she never had a steak sandwich before. So we're gonna let our grease and butter warm up. So let's get our vegetables in there first. And y'all know I love me some onions, so you will see this frying pan full of onions more than the peppers. But this is definitely going to cook down, ladies and gentlemen, so be not alarmed by the amount of veggies in here for right now. Now, what I like to do with my Steak-Umms is break them in half or into smaller pieces as such. To me, it just cooks a little better. And in case you know, this is how it actually comes. And those little slaps in the middle there. I think we'll have enough. I don't want to have more mushrooms than the Steak-Umms. So let's go ahead and slide these in there. I really do not use a whole lot of mushrooms for anything, ladies and gentlemen, so this would be a perfect blend. With our steak. And we're just going to let this cook together, ladies and gentlemen. Add some Lawry seasoning salt in here. You always catch me on my measurements, so I'm going to say season to your liking. I'm terrible in giving you the exact measurements. I'm going to turn that down to number 2. I like to eyeball my measurements, ladies and gentlemen, so y'all don't quote me, but that's about a tablespoon of seasoning salt, about a half a tablespoon of pepper. Someone was like, that looks more like, I was like, okay, well, I'm estimating. I didn't go to school to be a chef, so I guess I would know that if I had went to school to be a chef. But that's why it's called Connie's Cooking Channel, because that's what I'm doing. I'm cooking the way I like to cook, right? You could always add or take away from all of my recipes, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing written in stone. This is just how I cook. I know my girlfriend always comes over. She always say, you always make things different. I really do. I never make anything the same way. I'm always trying to add something new to my recipe or do it differently. And that's one thing about cooking. You have that option. If you don't like it the first time you make it, try something different. You don't like the seasonings that you use a different seasoning. Try it. It's hundreds of seasonings out there you can use, ladies and gentlemen. But this is just a basic recipe. Anybody can do it any day of the week. It's easy to do. And it's really up to you how soft or hard you want your vegetables. I want mine to be very tender, so I'm going to let it cook in here for a while. I'm going to turn my oven on to 300 degrees because I'm going to toast my bread prior to me adding everything on top of it. This is ample enough Steak-Ummm. So if you're in the neighborhood and you want a sandwich, y'all stop on by and get you some. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our vegetables have really cooked down nicely. I am going to add some Lawry seasoning salt to my vegetables. I'm going to add some pepper. Yeah, I know I love me some pepper. I'm just going to give it a stir here. So if you over season your steaks over there, you don't want to add any seasoning to your vegetables. Alrighty, that's how that looks. I'm going to turn both of these on low fire just to keep them warm. I took half the loaf of bread, slice it down the middle. I'm going to throw it in the oven just so it can get toasted, okay? I'm going to pull my bread out of the oven. All right, come on out of there. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to chop up some lettuce. Get my veggies in today. I told y'all when I start cooking, I always think about something different that I want to add to my food. So y'all bear with me. Take me but a second to get me some lettuce off of here. So let's add our cheese to the bottom here while it's still hot. Alrighty. And y'all know I normally put some jalapeno peppers on here too, so I may opt to do that in a minute. We'll see. I'm gonna throw my lettuce on there first. It's gonna be a large sandwich. I'm turning it that way so you can actually see what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna pull our steak here. If you do use jalapeno peppers, you can use the fresh jalapeno peppers, or you can use the ones in the jar and just cut them up very thin. And I would probably cook them with my steak as well, with my mushrooms. That's what I would do. I'm draining some of the greases off of here, ladies and gentlemen, before I put it on the sandwich. Now, since I actually have everything warm in here except my lettuce, I'm going to bypass getting the jalapeno peppers. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is our steak sandwich. Does that not look delicious? I'm gonna have to give me some jalapeno peppers, y'all. I'm sorry. I did go get some jalapeno peppers, so you see that on the side. At the bottom, we have our Chez Whiz and our lettuce. Does that not look delicious? Now, this is a very thick piece of bread, as you know. So it's going to be a very filling recipe. I'm going to just throw on some jalapeno peppers on top. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and family. Share, 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 share. We're almost to our next milestone of 2,500. We can do it, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all ready to dive in and get some of this? I know you are. That is a sandwich, y'all. It is delicious. Perfect seasoning. If you don't have Lawry seasoning salt, you can use Creole, you can use Tony's, you can use Cajun. Whatever seasoning that you have in your cabinet is going to make this work. So again, thank you for watching. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.